All right, it's Brother Will, aka Quiet Storm, and we're back. Week 11 of a 52-week challenge. Tonight, what we're going to be talking about is men beat your women. That's right, men beat your women. Now, before you get in the uproar and turn me off, let me explain where I'm coming from. I'm not coming from an aspect of like domestic violence or saying like if your woman is talking too much, punch in the lip, or if she's trying to walk away from you, to trip her up and break in the leg. I'm talking about beating your women in the ways and the things of God. Now, the Bible in God's way makes it clear that, men ought to lead their homes, men ought to lead women and things like that. So I'm coming from the aspect of men beating your wives in the things of God. Now, God made them as the weaker vessel, according to his word. Not me saying that, in my opinion. Made them as the weaker vessel, saying that they should submit to their husbands and things like that. But it's up to the man to really be a godly example and to lead their women. Now, we can't be, as men, we can't be like, Adam kind of set a bad example in one way. Like when everything went down in the garden, when Eve was deceived by the serpent and stuff like that. Adam followed Eve and bit the apple or whatever fruit that was in the garden. But when God came to them and said, hey, what have you done? Adam gave a cop out. He was like, well, Lord, it was this woman that you gave me that caused me to do this thing. You see what I'm saying? So we don't want to be like that. We want to beat our women in the things of God. Now, what do I mean by that? All right, so you want to beat your women praying. You want to beat them in the word. You want to beat them praising or worshiping God. You want to beat them in speaking the word. You know what I'm saying? When I say beat them, do it before them. You take initiative as a man. Say, okay, well, baby, we need to pray, or we need to open up this word and study the Bible. We need to be going to church, or we need to be helping the poor. We need to be giving more. All the things of God, all the principles that God has laid out. Men, you should be beating your women doing these things. Don't be, taking a role to where you're the follower. We're put here to lead our families, especially in the ways of God. We have to raise up our children in the fear and the admonition of the Lord, and teaching them the ways of God and stuff like that. But we have to be in his way in order to lead our families. So tonight, it was just real brief. Could be kind of comical. I know it may be, a little controversial, just the title of it. But men, beat your women. Beat them in the things of God. Beat them in, like I said, prayer, praise and worship, speaking the word, giving to the needy, helping out the poor, feeding, visiting the sick, all these things, all these principles and stuff that God has laid out. Lead your family, all right? So again, this Brother Will, aka Quiet Storm, week 11, men beat your women.